Read the story of Aeroplan and know how Wright brothers invented the first aeroplane. Wilbur Wright and Orville Wright created history when they invented the first aeroplane. They designed their first aircraft, which was a small glider that flew as a kite. They slightly arched the tips of the glider wings to control its balance and movement. To get better idea, the Wright brothers spent hours observing birds in the sky. They noticed how birds soared up in wind, and the curved surface of their wings helps them move up. Birds change the shape and flap their wings to turn and control their speed. Wright brothers thought that they could use this method and change the shape of the wings of the glider to fly it successfully. Over the next 3 years, the Wright brothers designed many gliders that were flown unmanned or without pilots. But they were not afraid of failure. After a successful glider test, they built and tested a big full-size glider at Kitty Hawk in North Carolina. The place was suitable because of its wind, sandy soil, hills, and remote location. In 1900, they were successful in flying a big 50-pound glider with 17-foot wingspan at Kitty Hawk again, both as unmanned and piloted flights. In 1900, they were successful in flying a big 50-pound glider with 17-foot wingspan at Kitty Hawk again, both as unmanned and piloted flights. In 1901, the Wright brothers flew the biggest glider ever flown. It weighed 100 pounds, but many problems occurred. The wings could not lift high enough, and sometimes the airplane spinned out of control. They were extremely disappointed, but soon they overcame it. The love for adventure helped them move on. Later, they decided to build a new and improved glider with a tail to make it stable and a wingspan of 32 feet. In 1902, the Wright brothers flew the glider many times. The movable tail of the glider helped to balance the craft. They were happy to be successful. Next, they decided to build a motor-powered aircraft. They designed a motor and a new aircraft. The aircraft weighed 700 pounds and was called the Flyer. The brothers built a downhill track to launch the Flyer. This helped the aircraft to gain a good airspeed to fly. After 2 attempts to fly the machine, one of which was almost a small crash, Orville Wright took the Flyer for a 12-second flight on the 17th of December, 1903. It was the first successful powered flight in history. In 1904, the flight lasted more than 5 minutes. The Flyer was flown by Wilbur Wright.